Deep beneath the ocean, where sunlight never reaches, life thrives in extreme conditions once thought uninhabitable. The deep sea makes up more than 95% of Earth's living space, yet less than 5% has been explored. That leaves millions of square miles unseen, filled with creatures so strange they resemble science fiction. In this video, we explore mysterious deep-sea discoveries, living fossils unchanged for millions of years, glowing predators with built-in light, and colonial organisms that blur the line between individual and group. These creatures challenge our ideas of life on Earth, some more alien than anything in space. Let's start with a creature that has survived multiple mass extinctions, the goblin shark. This deep-sea predator, often called a living fossil, is the only surviving member of a shark lineage dating back 125 million years. Found deeper than 4,000 feet, it's known for its long, flat snout and a jaw that can shoot forward at high speed to catch prey. Its most striking feature is its accordion-like jaw. Much like the instrument it's named after, the goblin shark extends its jaw outward, projecting its teeth and mouth parts to snatch fish, cephalopods, and crustaceans in total darkness, then retracts them quickly. This rare adaptation makes it an effective hunter in the deep sea. What's extraordinary is that while many ancient species have vanished, the goblin shark has endured virtually unchanged for more than 100 million years. It stands as a living remnant of a prehistoric world, showing just how resilient and uniquely adapted deep-sea life can be. Next is a creature that puts on its own light display, the bloody belly comb jelly. Found as deep as 5,000 feet, this organism produces bioluminescent light using specialized cells that emit photoproteins through chemical reactions. Discovered in 1979, it appears as a glowing red orb, yet in deep waters, red light becomes invisible, making the jelly effectively camouflaged from predators. This is because red wavelengths cannot penetrate the deep sea. That's why underwater cameras require red correction. Without it, red vanishes from view. The comb jelly's deep red glow works as concealment, not a beacon. These animals have existed for over 700 million years, and may be Earth's oldest. A study in Nature found they diverged before the common ancestor of all other animals, meaning they are evolutionarily more distant from humans than any other animal. Reaching only 6 inches in length, they've rarely been observed, seen just a few times via remote submersibles. They are hermaphroditic, able to self-fertilize and can release up to 8,000 eggs in one spawning. In the Indo-Pacific islands and rainforests, it's common to spot giant crabs on the sand or climbing trees. These are coconut crabs, also called land monsters. Though they rarely attack humans and are generally harmless, their size alone can be unsettling. They can grow up to 1 meter in length and weigh up to 4 kilograms, often startling first-time observers. Coconut crabs are unique among crustaceans. They live mostly on land but return to the sea once a year to lay eggs. Unlike other crabs, they develop a hard exoskeleton around their abdomen and don't need borrowed shells for protection. They live in caves, feed on seeds, fruit sap, and even animal carcasses, and are known for climbing coconut trees. Their most notable feature is their massive pincers strong enough to crack coconuts, hence their name. Locals speak of their claw strength with awe, saying they can even crack bones if they grab a person. Despite their fearsome appearance, they are generally calm and only act defensively when provoked. Coconut crabs vary in size and color and are a fascinating example of adaptation to land life among marine species. Next is a fish with fangs so large they don't fit in its mouth, the viperfish. First described over 200 years ago by German scientists, this deep-sea predator has a fearsome appearance. During the day, it stays in deep waters, but at night it rises a few hundred feet during the vertical migration, the planet's largest daily animal movement, as countless organisms ascend to feed near the surface. Viperfish have long, transparent, fang-like teeth and photophores, light-producing organs used to attract prey and signal to potential mates or rivals. These bioluminescent signals serve as both lures and displays of dominance or mating interest. The viperfish uses a modified fin tipped with a glowing lure, arching it in front of its mouth to attract prey. In total darkness, it resembles a worm drifting in the water, drawing in fish, shrimp, or crustaceans, until the viperfish lunges and traps them in a cage of teeth. Its jaw can open wide enough to swallow prey half its size. This ambush predator's hunting method is highly effective, allowing it to survive in the extreme, food-scarce depths of the ocean. At first glance, this creature may resemble something out of legend, but it's a Moray eel, found hiding in rocky crevices and coral reefs of the East Atlantic. It is the largest species in the Marinidae family, reaching up to 2 meters in length and weighing around 25 kilograms. Despite having a small head relative to its body, the Moray eel can consume large prey thanks to a rare anatomical feature: 2 sets of sharp teeth. Most animals struggle to swallow big prey with small heads, but the Moray eel's jaw is uniquely adapted. Alongside its outer teeth, it has a second set deep in its throat called pharyngeal jaws. When feeding, the eel first grasps a prey with its front teeth. Then the pharyngeal jaws extend forward from the throat, seize the prey, and pull it back into the digestive tract. This dual jaw mechanism, found in no other vertebrate, makes it a highly effective predator, allowing it to handle prey larger than its mouth would suggest. The system works with precision, giving the Moray eel a powerful advantage in the reefs where it hunts. Let's talk about a 20-foot-long creature that may be the most alien-looking animal in the ocean, the bigfin squid, also known as Magnapinna. This rare squid lives more than 15,000 feet below the surface and was first recorded only 20 years ago. Despite several sightings by remote-operated vehicles, no physical specimen has ever been collected, and much about its biology remains unknown. What sets the bigfin squid apart is its 10 appendages, all of which hang straight down from its body. Scientists still don't know which are arms or tentacles, or how they function. These limbs bend sharply at the midpoint, creating an eerie, elbow-like appearance unlike any other cephalopod. Each appendage can exceed 20 feet in length and is lined with small suckers. Researchers believe they may use them to catch prey that drifts into contact or drag them along the seafloor like fishing lines. Much about the bigfin squid remains a mystery, but as deep-sea exploration improves, more sightings may help reveal their behavior and biology. For now, no human has ever touched one, alive or preserved, making them one of the ocean's most elusive creatures. Enjoyed the video? Before we continue, don't forget to ring the bell, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. It truly helps me out, and I promise to bring you even more awesome content. A rare deep-sea fish was discovered by a jogger along the Gulf of California. The body was upside down, and as he flipped it, he stepped into a massive mouth. Sharp teeth pierced his shoe and nearly broke the skin. It turned out to be an anglerfish. Identified by its long spine and lure on its head, it belonged to the species Lophius piscatorius, also known as monkfish. These bony fish have existed since the Cretaceous period, about 130 million years ago. Marine biologists confirmed the identification from photos Rise shared. These fish typically live at depths between 50 and 2,000 meters in the northeast Atlantic. The body was incomplete, but based on the head size, scientists estimated it to be over half a meter long. In the wild, they can reach several meters. The fish was likely attacked by a sea lion or turtle and washed ashore during recent storms. Such findings are rare since anglerfish usually remain in the deep sea, far beyond human reach. Most are only seen through research submersibles. While the bigfin squid is impressive, it doesn't compare to the giant siphonophore, which can reach up to 150 feet in length, making it the longest known animal on Earth, surpassing even the blue whale. Siphonophores, with their glowing bioluminescence and dangling tentacles, have existed for over 640 million years. First documented in the mid-19th century, the giant siphonophore looks like a string of glowing segments. Each segment plays a unique role in survival, but the entire organism is not a single being, it's a colony of specialized clones. These colonial organisms consist of genetically identical individuals, each with a distinct function: feeding, defense, or reproduction. They reproduce asexually and continuously add new clones, allowing the colony to grow to extreme lengths. Their hunting method involves dangling tentacles like a net. When fish or crustaceans swim into them, they're stunned by stinging cells. The prey is passed to feeding units, digested, and the nutrients are shared across the colony. Each part functions like an organ in a body, but each organ is its animal. It's a massive, coordinated superorganism built from many individuals acting as one. The Giant Siphonophore isn't a single creature but a colony of specialized clones that operate like a single, massive organism. Which part of this organism's structure or behavior do you find most fascinating or hard to believe, and why? Let us know in the comments below. Kokoya Island, a remote islet in North Maluku Province, Indonesia, remains largely untouched by tourism. To protect its ecosystem, local authorities formed a team of divers to clean and monitor marine life. During a dive, the team discovered 2 dugongs held in a steel cage on the seafloor. One diver reported stepping close to the cage and almost stepping on sharp teeth. The dugongs, marine mammals related to elephants and often called sea cows or fairy fish, inhabit shallow Indo-Pacific waters and were once mistaken for mermaids by sailors. Now vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, dugongs face serious threats from hunting and habitat loss. Their meat, skin, and teeth are used in food, medicine, and jewelry. The caged animals were likely captured to profit from tourists by offering diving tours and photo opportunities, an egregious case of wildlife exploitation. The dive team reported the incident to marine conservation authorities, who intervened and released the dugongs the next day. Known for being gentle and slow-moving, dugongs graze on seagrass beds and play an essential role in marine ecosystems. Protecting them requires strong conservation measures and enforcement. Alaska's Inuit culture is rich with stories of fearsome water creatures passed down through generations. On October 18, 2016, Craig McKay, a public affairs specialist with the Bureau of Land Management in Fairbanks, filmed something unusual from the University Avenue Bridge across the Chena River. The creature appeared to be around 12 to 15 feet long, gliding against the current in a deliberate, sinuous motion. While some experts suggested it could have been rope with ice, others noted the movement resembled a living, eel-like form. In Inuit tradition, a serpent called the Tishrook inhabits coastal and riverine waters in Alaska. Descriptions say it has a snake-like body, a head up to 2 meters long, and a flippered tail. Tales recount it dragging people from docks or canoes. Another local legend tells of the Lake Iliamna monster, commonly called Ili, or Gona Cadet in Tlingit. This creature is described as being 10 to 30 feet long, torpedo-shaped, and dull aluminum in color, and it has been reported numerous times over decades. Researchers wonder if modern sightings like Macaw's video may be linked to these ancient stories. The consistency of descriptions across generations and witnesses lends this hypothesis credence, though no scientific confirmation has been made. In May 2017, locals in the Maluku province of Indonesia discovered a massive, decomposing sea creature floating off Holong Beach on Seram Island. A local man, Azrul Tuanakota, mistook the carcass for a boat before realizing it was the remains of a sea animal over 15 meters long, covered in white, hair-like fibers. Despite its grotesque appearance, experts from the Indonesian Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries confirmed it was a baleen whale, likely a blue brides or fin whale, deeply decomposed with gases from decay inflating and distorting its shape. The hairy texture came from exposed collagen fibers, not actual hair. Marine scientists refer to such unidentified, unrecognizable carcasses as globsters, organic blobs that wash ashore and often lead to speculation about unknown sea monsters. Globsters have appeared worldwide for decades, including the famous Cherbourg carcass in France in 1934 and others in Florida, New Zealand, Bermuda, Canada, and South Africa. These globsters are never seen alive and only become known post-mortem. Severe decomposition erases identifiable features, soft tissue decays, bones vanish, and the remains turn into amorphous, gelatinous masses that seldom resemble any known species. When locals first discovered the massive, unrecognizable carcass off Seram Island in 2017, many thought it might be an unknown sea creature. What would your first reaction be if you stumbled upon something like that, and why? Let us know in the comments below. In Santos, São Paulo State, Brazil, locals filmed a strange animal with a fish-like body and limb-shaped fins resembling frog legs. The creature matches the appearance of a long-nosed batfish, Ogopogo corniger, known for its ability to walk on the seafloor using pectoral and pelvic fins, not a mutation. This species typically reaches around 20 to 40 centimeters in length, not anywhere near 50 feet. Its fins are limb-like, and the fish has a flattened triangular body, poor swimming ability, and occasionally exhibits terrestrial hops or crawling behavior. The long-nosed batfish is native to the western Atlantic, ranging from North Carolina through the Gulf of Mexico and off the Bahamas, and does not naturally occur in Brazilian coastal waters. Each year, millions visit Florida's Gulf Coast, but serene outings can suddenly shift. On October 6, 2013, off Sanibel Island, a couple was fishing when they filmed something extraordinary. The woman described a massive snake-like creature, over 20 feet long and as thick as a utility pole, bursting through the water near a group of manatees. Sightings of sea monsters in this area date back centuries, including a notable incident in 1962. The Sanibel video, posted online and viewed over 1 million times, shows a scaly body coiled around something, with a sudden, forceful splash suggesting a substantial animal was below the surface. Marine biologists have proposed several explanations. One suggests it could be an oarfish, the world's longest bony fish, which can reach up to 30 feet. However, oarfish live at depths near 600 feet and usually appear at the surface only when deceased. Another theory is that the creature is a large snake, possibly a green anaconda. While green anacondas can reach lengths of around 20 to 30 feet and weigh up to 550 pounds, they are native to South America and are classified as non-native and illegal to import into Florida under the Lacey Act. The most plausible explanation is that the footage shows a large snake or snake eel, likely hunting a fish or manatee. While green anacondas are powerful constrictors capable of subduing large prey, their confirmed presence in these waters is unverified, and no population has been established. Footage from northern Isabela Island in the Galapagos shows a creature swimming with movements strikingly similar to humans. Identified as a marine iguana, this species can grow up to 1.8 meters in length and is often compared to Godzilla for its size and prehistoric appearance. Marine iguanas have dragon-like features, including a row of spines running from the neck to the tail and conical head scales. Their short, strong limbs and sturdy bodies allow them to thrive on both land and in the sea. A key adaptation is their salt glands, which expel excess salt absorbed during ocean swims. They often sneeze the salt through their nostrils, leaving white patches on their heads. These reptiles also vary in appearance depending on the island. Most are black year-round but change color during the breeding season. On Santa Cruz, they turn red and black. On Hispaniola and Floriana, they become bright red and blue. Unlike most lizards, marine iguanas are skilled swimmers. They use powerful tails to move through the water, keeping their limbs closed for better streamlining. They can dive as deep as 30 feet and hold their breath for up to 30 minutes while feeding on underwater algae. In June 2019, in British Columbia, Canada, businessman Jim LaRock was at his mother-in-law's property in Caledon when he filmed a series of ripples on Skaha Lake, a separate lake downstream from Okanagan Lake. He said the wake looked like something long and serpentine swimming just below the surface, and he believed the footage captured Ogopogo, the legendary lake creature. A year earlier, in July 2018, teenager Blake Newdorf recorded similar footage from Okanagan Lake, supporting decades of sightings tied to this region. First Nations of the Syilx Okanagan Nation described a massive serpentine beast called Naitaka, considered a water spirit. Offerings were once made to it for safe lake passage. Cryptozoologists report eyewitnesses describe a long, snake-like body, dark green or brown coloring, a horse-like head, and a split tail, traits similar to the Loch Ness Monster. Some researchers speculate that Ogopogo could be a relic from a primitive whale lineage of the Eocene era, around 35 million years ago, a potential living fossil. While skepticism remains high, the consistent wave patterns, multiple humps or fins moving synchronously, suggest something large moving beneath the surface. The ongoing mystery in British Columbia's lakes continues, though definitive proof remains elusive. We've explored the most mysterious and fascinating creatures discovered in the deep sea, either from living fossils that have survived for millions of years to bioluminescent hunters that create their own light shows in the eternal darkness. These incredible organisms remind us that our planet still holds countless secrets waiting to be discovered. Share your thoughts about which creature surprised you most in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel to discover more interesting things. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.